What is the most savage thing a teacher has ever said to you? After getting hit in the eye with a softball during PE, and almost being knocked the duck out, he said to me, "Son, it could have been worse, could have been my eye." Not me but my best friend. In social studies the teacher was giving a lecture and my friend, let's call him Jared, was talking shit to some friends at the back of the room. He said something about his dick, as high school kids do. Well, from the front of the class comes a real snappy line from the teacher, "This is social studies, Jared, not microbiology." Not me, but a classmate of mine who put on his sunglasses in class. Take off those sunglasses, your future ain't that bright. We were sitting around at the end of shop class just talking shit until the bell rang. One student asked the teacher if he knew how to get 4 gay guys to sit on a stool. The teacher didn't know, so the student turned over his stool so all 4 legs were pointing up. We all laughed and then the teacher said they had the same joke back in his day, except it was about how to get 4 sorority girls to sit on a stool. The student thought that version was way better and started laughing even harder. Then the teacher says, "Isn't your sister a sorority girl?" The look on the student's face was priceless. In high school, the yearbook committee did a thing where we went to different teachers and asked where they saw random seniors in 10 years' time, and put the quotes in the yearbook. When I gave the name of one of my friends to our English teacher, she simply said, "Jail." After building trebuchets to launch golf balls in physics, we were doing our tests and someone's went off center on a swing and threw a ball in my direction, hitting me in the head surprisingly hard. Actually got a minor concussion from it and it split the skin open. Seeing me grabbing my head and bleeding, my teacher laughs and says, "Maybe it'll fix the part of your brain that makes you like you are." I repeated a sexist joke my friend told me to my other friend in 7th grade. I think it was like, "Why don't women need a license? There's no road from the kitchen to the bedroom." My teacher asked me to repeat what I said in front of the whole class. So me being a smartass repeated the joke with a smirk. "Teacher, naughty trouser snake, do you have a girlfriend?" Me, "No." "Teacher, that's what I thought. Now sit down." I didn't say anything because she was pretty intimidating. Even though I'm witty, I'm sure she would have quipped right back even meaner. But I wish I had said something clever like bringing up her recent divorce and say, "Maybe you should have traveled that road more often. You got me that one time, Ms. Jerlinger. Don't bother showing up for the exam because you can't pass the class." I showed up, got 103% because of extra credit questions, and passed the class with a 51/100ths. Upon hearing groans following an instruction to get into groups or whatever, "Christ, you want some cheese to go with that wine? Just move." Upon receiving an essay/report with almost 0 punctuation, "This and LT, writing is so bad it should be on toilet paper. It's textual diarrhea. It gave me pink eye just to look at it." When students complain that this is boring, boredom is a thing that happens in your head. So there are no boring activities, only boring people. Lift your game, Tyler. "Oh, you lost your pen? I teach. What's my job?" "You're a teacher, right? And you lose things. What does that make you?" I once got a look at my teacher's seating chart. He wrote meathead next to my name. He had been one of my favorite teachers up until that point. The reason I gave you the role of the dog is cause you bitched about the assignments. You/Peel boy, you are going to fail in life. Ms. Tickle, 7th grade English teacher. Duck you, Ms. Tickle. Life has been pretty amazing and I didn't even have to lure 13-year-olds into my Toyota Previa with McDonald's to get sex. Neither were towards me, but my history teacher was a ducking madman with his savagery. I was chewing gum and a girl put her hand up and snitched on me for it. He looked at her and said, "This is why people ducking bully you." Later that year he got into an argument with some dickhead in my class who was trying to be badass. The kid straight up paraphrased Bruce Banner and said, and I quote, "Don't piss me off, you deadass would hate me pissed off." The legend that was Mr. Summers replied, "I hate you anyway. Get out." One of my football buddies got his essay back, and the teacher put the mark, and F40 or whatever in the top corner, then drew on the top a football play, except instead of the end zone he labeled it the failure zone and showed my friend ending up there. For our Christmas concert I was playing first cornet, small trumpet, and I neglected to wear completely black shoes. They had a white stripe around the rim of the sole. When my brass instructor found out, 10 minutes before we were about to go on stage, he fixed me with one of the most intense, burning glares and stated, "You are an absolute disgrace," in a cold tone that was dripping with disappointment and barely repressed rage. He was my favorite teacher, who was a super chill guy I looked up to and respected a lot, but damn, music teachers on concert nights, a completely different beast. "You should really wear socks. It's disgusting not to." Then she gave me a pack of Hanes men's socks. Word got around the school, and I was bullied relentlessly. I gave my last clean, not hole-filled pair to my little brother that morning so he could play at recess in the cold Iowa winter and not be too chilly. So duck you, Mrs. Wilkinson. Guidance counselor while simultaneously looking over my transcripts and aptitude test scores. "Well, it looks like you're a classic underachiever. I'm getting so many good ideas. Keep them coming, guys." After finishing my lap of the field for rugby training and giving out times for the team, my coach/teacher said I would have time due emergency, but I didn't bring my calendar. This one guy in my class was whistling and she said, "You're not gifted in music, so stop it." I forgot the name of the book, but back in 4th grade we were reading this book about a kid who had to survive on his own in a cabin in the forest while waiting for the return of his father. Well, this being elementary school, they were doing that teacher assigns you a few pages and you have to read it out loud exercise, and I got the last few pages where the kid reunites with his dad. So the segment was something like his kid seeing his dad out in the distance and he waves him down while shouting Pa. Now I wasn't sure if the teacher wanted me to literally shout those lines in class, so I did a half-assed pa or kind of talk shout, but apparently that wasn't enough for the teacher, who had suddenly decided he's going to be the director of this little play that was going on in his head, cause he looked at me and in front of everyone said, "Come on Mike, you can do better than that. Your dad was literally in a car accident last month, put some emotion into it." Yay, reminding a 9-year-old about that one day his dad was late picking him up from school because he was in a car accident that almost killed him. Not the best thing to do if you're a teacher. I can't put it any simpler. Haha, I still laugh at that one. I'm not going to even bother trying to teach you to read if you can't tell the difference between soup and soap. Well, you Mrs. Lavoy, my kindergarten teacher, that was because nobody realized I needed FNG glasses, you putz. Now I read 2-3 books a week and I can definitely tell, as long as I'm wearing my glasses, the difference between soup and soap. Wow, I got really angry writing that, didn't realize it still bothered me so much. It wasn't said to me directly but rather done to me. I'm a female with a male middle name. We had at least 4 other girls in the class with the same first name as me, so I volunteered to be called by my middle name. By the time I got home, the male teacher had called my mom to tell her I wanted to be referred to by my male name, as if to say there was something wrong with that. My friend told me that her teacher told her at age 12 that she would be the most successful of all girls because of her big boobs. Mind you, same friend who speaks 5 languages, brilliant, and was a junior Olympian level swimmer. Wasn't said to me, but still my favorite high school memory. Grade 9 French teacher left halfway through the semester, so we had a temporary teacher for about a week. First day she introduces herself and tell the class a little about her. She's from Russia, a few other facts, and she does not drink alcohol. A kid in my class responded with, "But Ems, you're Russian, you must drink like vodka or something?" Teacher said, "That's a stereotype. Not all Russian people drink vodka. That would be like me saying you're black, you must steal things." Half the class practically fell out of their chair laughing. I got bullied in middle school by two guys in the grade ahead of me. One day they said some particularly mean shit to me, and one my teachers, who was also the football coach, could just tell that I was down on myself. He grabbed me after his history class one day and kind of tried to cheer me up. I'll never forget one of the things he said. "You know the thing about guys like that, and guys like you? Guys like you are going to be signing their paychecks one day." I honestly didn't fully register it at the time. But years later I'm like, damn, he basically said those guys aren't going anywhere in life. I don't have favorites, I hate all of you equally. Ms. H. Small 1992-3 Honors English/History. I really like you as a person, but I hate you as a student. My French teacher told me this when I was in high school, during this period where I was really depressed and self-destructive and on the verge of flunking out. Having her be so honest with me and pointing out that I was wasting my potential, but at the same time saying I was a good person, made me want to do better, and eventually I did. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.